Looks like Scott McTominay is on his way to Napoli, with David Ornstein confirming Napoli have now agreed a deal with United for McTominay, subject to all parties being satisfied on the player's terms. 30 million euros, which is about 26 million pounds, plus a percentage of future sale. Important for Manchester United FFP compliance. Manuel Ugarte's potential signing would be aided by 27-year-old's exit. And we've also got updates from Fabrizio Romano confirming that Ugarte to United done deal is incoming. We're going to talk about the impact. We're going to talk about the signing and what the latest is. Now, if you didn't watch my video earlier today, I said we're getting big news coming out of Italy that McTominay was sitting with his bags packed, ready to fly to Italy. An agreement was set to be reached today, that a bid had been accepted around the 30 million euro mark. We probably reported that in my video 4 hours ago today. I said there's a lot of reports from Italy saying this deal's done, it's been agreed, the price has been agreed, 30 million euros. There was loads of reports from Italy, but I said let's wait and see if we get anything from Ornstein and Romano today. I think this is one to keep the post notification bell on in regards to McTominay's news, and it definitely was, because it's now been confirmed by David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano that Manchester United have agreed a deal with Napoli for McTominay. It's about £26 million. When you think of the pure FFP profit, that's basically like £30 million. So we've basically got just over £50 million for agreement of McTominay in pure FFP profit, which I think you could get a little bit more, but at the end of the day, we're a club that isn't good at selling, and it's just slowly improving and selling. And now that deal looks like it's going to get over the line, there's a few things that need to be sorted first. We'll explain that in a second. United could push for Manuel Ugarte. Now, I think the final things to get over the line, a bit like the Wan-Bissaka deal, is McTominay had 1 year left on his contract. He'll probably want a little bit of a payoff. I think that's probably the most likely situation holding up the deal. But obviously, the fee has been agreed at 30 million euros. And then once terms have been agreed on the player side, it will be a here we go. Now, the very, very reliable Padella, when it's come to this McTominay news, that said, before any journalist at Napoli from McTominay and any journalist at Napoli want to get it done, a deal done, and then Romano and Ornstein seem to confirm what he says the next day, says that McTominay is open to the Napoli move, and that Man United rejected a 25 million bid from Fulham because McTominay had apparently informed Fulham that he was waiting for other offers. He likes Napoli. McTominay is only willing to leave United for a club like Napoli. He likes the idea of working under Conte because he knows under Ten Hag he doesn't suit the possession style, whereas under Conte it's more out of possession. His work rate is going to be more favoured. It has said that McTominay is open to the move. There was reports from Italy that we reported earlier today that McTominay had agreed a 4-year deal with Napoli as well. So I'm assuming the issues that could be holding up, a bit like the Wan-Bissaka deal, was a payout from United. He might want a 1 or 2 million payout. McTominay's agreed to deal with Napoli according to Italian reports, but that's not been said by Ornstein and Romano yet. But those Italian reports were the same reports that said 3-4 hours ago that we'd agreed a 30 million euro fee, which has now been confirmed by Ornstein. I think McTominay himself is open to the Napoli move. I think he's open to leaving, but I think it's like the Wan-Bissaka situation where he wants a payout. Romano then said this: Napoli are closing in on Scott McTominay deal, not linked to the Billy Gilmore, as negotiations remain separate. He said, new bid worth over 30 million euros accepted by Manchester United, and talks moving to final stages also on the player side. He said almost there as well. So he's saying talks are on the final stages on the player side. The bid has been accepted. There's an agreement between United and Napoli. It's just between Napoli and McTominay to agree, which is in the final stages. Again, it's a suggestion of maybe it's a payout if I was to guess, but I don't know. It was then said that Scott McTominay could undergo his Napoli medical on Tuesday and the move could conclude on Wednesday, and that Napoli has an agreement with Man United for McTominay at 30.5 million euros, but the player still has to settle some issues with United, says Di Marzio. So, they're not saying that he has to agree to join Napoli necessarily or agree terms with Napoli. They're saying he's got to settle issues with Manchester United. That's what they keep saying. So, be interesting to see as well. But look, I like Scott McTominay. He's a very hard-working lad. He gives everything for his club. McTominay has had his ups and his downs at United, and ultimately he's not good enough to start for United. He's a great impact player off the bench. He's a great squad player. He's a great player to have in the squad mentally and personally, and he gives 100% for the club. A club that has signed superstars that have come in for the wages and not given 100%. A club that has signed players that have fallen out with the manager and leaked and caused issues. McTominay has never been one of them. While McTominay has been important at times, it was right to move him on. Possession-based style of football that Ten Hag wants to play doesn't suit him. If we don't sell McTominay this summer, we have to, one, give him a new deal, even though he doesn't 100% suit Ten Hag's style of football, or we let him go for free. And I think with FFP, when selling homegrown products is so important, that he's 27, he's not getting any younger. And he did come off a pretty good season last year. I think this was our last opportunity to cash in on McTominay, and I think it's the right decision. I think we should sell McTominay. I thought we should have sold him last summer, But I will say one thing. Scott McTominay gave everything for Manchester United. He's one of the few players that can leave United with, you know what, his head held high. He was never an amazing player. Was never a top class player, but he put in a shift. He would play when other players wouldn't play. He'd play when other players caused issues. He never put up a fuss when he was dropped. And he always come off the bench and made an impact. And it's the right decision to sell him. He probably should have been sold 2-3 seasons ago, but he was really important last year, coming off the bench and making an impact. But if we want to be a more sustainable football club, we shouldn't be relying off moments off the bench. We should have such a good starting 11 that we don't need that. The direction that we're going is we want to build a team that is good, that plays good football, that doesn't rely on moments off the bench. So players like Scott McTominay can be moved on. He probably played his last game versus Napoli, but he gave 100% for this club. He worked very hard. He had the captain's mentality, but ultimately he just wasn't good enough to start for United or in Ten Hag's system. He has his limitations. He'd been given so many chances, Scott McTominay, so I think it's only right for him to leave. And I do think that Napoli is a really good move for Scott McTominay. I think that he will do well in the Italian league. I think he suits Antonio Conte's system. So I think it's probably the right decision for McTominay to leave. I assume that deal gets done and over the line. But now that's obviously sort of sorted in regards to McTominay. We want to talk about Manuel Ugarte because it said that Manchester United will either sign Manuel Ugarte if one, PSG lower the fee. It's just Chelsea just scores to her the name, or two, we sell McTominay, so we have the funds. Well, it looks like we're selling McTominay, so there could be some advancements on the Ugarte situation. Manchester United are set to close Manuel Ugarte deal, and it can be a permanent transfer. If all goes to plan with Scott McTominay to Napoli, United will proceed with the permanent move for Ugarte as PSG wanted. Ugarte only wants United, and he's ready to travel. So, Fabrizio Romano said that United are now set to close the Manuel Ugarte deal. If we go back to what David Ornstein said, he said Manuel Ugarte's potential signing will be aided by McTominay's exit. Now McTominay looks set to go pending issues. Looks like Ugarte will come in. It's almost looking like we're just waiting for McTominay's exit to be done before we bring in Ugarte's deal. A little bit like the Mazraoui, De Ligt, Wan-Bissaka situation. Wan-Bissaka went, then Mazraoui and De Ligt came in. I feel like McTominay and Ugarte, well, they said originally it wasn't tied to each other and that we could get Ugarte no matter what happens. I think it's probably a little bit tied to each other, but it's said by Romano that United are set to basically get the deal done for Ugarte soon. If all goes to plan, McTominay goes to Napoli and United will proceed with permanent move for Ugarte as PSG wanted. Ugarte only wants United, as Romano said multiple times. He's ready to travel. I think Ugarte to United should be done over the line. And I think, you know what? I think Casemiro's looked good the last few games, but I think we really need Manuel Ugarte. He's athletically better than Casemiro, quite good at covering ground and all of that as well. You know, ground coverage is very good. But also, like, he's such a good duel winner. He ranks first for, like, under 23 players in Ligue 1 for winning duels, for winning tackles, possession adjusted tackles, interceptions. He's so good at reading the game, 1v1 dueler. He's a top player as well. So, yeah, I'm so annoyed. It was 2-2 between Wolves and Chelsea have made it 4-2. I've got it on in the back behind me. I'm so annoyed. I wanted Chelsea to drop points, but Madueke has been insane for Chelsea. But when I had to talk about Chelsea, I was just really hoping that they'd drop points. I also took Palmer out of fantasy, so I'm also really annoyed at that because he just got a 2 assists and a goal. So I'm getting distracted. But yeah, Ugarte, I think that's going to be done. I think it's a good signing. I think he works well with Mano. He's young. He's got the legs. He's a good tackler. He's a good jeweler. I'll do a live show probably like 8-9 o'clock tonight to discuss it in more detail. But guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Smash a like, smash a subscribe. Thank you for watching. Oh, was there any more news? No, there wasn't. Bye.